Okay, chest and triceps. One of the best days because when I'm rolling the triceps, I'm actually going to blast out my entire arm. So I had back and biceps yesterday, so I'm not going to need to use these bad boys for at least 2 days. And even then, I'm going to be doing shoulders, which really, you're doing shoulders properly, unless your shoulder day revolves around a lot of lifts, compound lifts or presses, like you're doing military press or like some seated shoulder press or something where you actually are going to be using those triceps a little bit. You really don't need them all that much. So if your arms are really burnt out going into that tricep day, then you're all good. Recovery starts from set one, baby. That's what all this is. It's helping that body refuel and recover. That's all we're trying to do. All right. Get this finished up and we're gonna get out there. Let's do it. What a shit show to start. Forgot my post-lift food at home. Luckily, I live like 5 minutes away from the gym, so stupid easy to get, but still, hassle, man. You know the drill. Get warmed up, get those elbows, get our joints going. One thing for me, especially when I'm warming up my shoulders, they'll feel totally fine until I get to this bottom point of my range of motion, and it's like my shoulder will pop and I can just feel it like setting itself into like kicking itself into a lower gear, and then to get it back out, you just gotta pop it back going out. So it's just super painful and kind of nerve-wracking when you're under load, you know, and you feel that anything pop when you're pushing weight. It's like, ooh, you know. So doing stuff like this, which is light tension, but I can use that to kind of pull my arm, my shoulder back into that pocket I'm gonna be into while I'm doing my actual movements. It's gonna feel a lot better. As usual, seems to be the right side giving me the trouble. All you baseball players out there, even are considering bodybuilding or vice versa, better pick one and stick to it. Doing a little extra warm up because this guy's got the machine I want. Incline chest press. I like starting with this over the barbell incline bench personally. Just it feels a bit more forgiving on my shoulders. So getting warmed up, it's easier to kind of build them up to a load. And then from there, I'll do some flat bench dumbbell flies. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do an ungodly amount of bench, incline, flat, and decline. And we're just gonna burn out on the bench and then continue with flies to get the full stretch in, using the bench to really pump that muscle up full of blood, and then come out and do flies where I'm stretching out and really breaking down those muscle fibers. So it should be a pretty good pump. No pops, that's always a good sign. Huh. On these, I'm only doing 60-second rests, so that's why I'm not really just loading up more weight each set. I kind of stick at the same weight, try and carry it through the high reps, and then I drop down from 15 to 10. So now I'm gonna do my 10 to 6 range. I'll do at a slight increase, but 60-second rest, really just getting the muscles warmed up and pre-fatigue before we go into our bench. Nice little pre-fatigue going. Let's go stretch them out. Whew. Moving good today, boy. Up 5 pounds. First set, if you didn't see, was 45s for 20. Normally I'm doing that around 16 to 18. So that's like a 3 rep increase. So up the weight. 50s are moving smooth. Oh. Okay, barbell decline bench press. Decline, I don't do a ton of stuff for. It's not super essential in my opinion. Really need to focus more on building that upper shelf. Your lower gets hit a lot when you're doing most things, like most cables or accessory chest movements. Your lower chest is engaged the whole time. You've been doing a straight chest or an upper, yet your lower chest is still getting utilized quite a bit. So it's not super essential to have targeted exercises for. So this is the only decline movement I'll really do. Again, on all of these bench movements we're doing, 60-second rest. On those flies, I'm giving myself a minute or a minute and a half because the set time's a bit longer. I'm going a bit slower. But 60-second rest on these. So just trying to, if you can increase weight a little bit throughout your sets, that's awesome. But I mean, starting out on the heavier side for your rep range, and really I'm normally trying to carry that, maybe get like a 20-pound increase. If you do, if you're able to, you're probably not going heavy enough at the start. Ooh, that's gonna be risky business for that mic. We'll see. All right, barbell incline. So I mean, instead of just an obscene amount of bench, this is what I meant. So I mean, this particular bench day can take a shot on your pride a little bit. You're trying to come to the gym to be a little egotistical, load up a bunch of weight, throw it around for a couple reps, take a long rest, do it again. Like, you're coming to lift and be big, but really your split's basically like a power lifter's workout where you're just sitting around the entire time. So you can throw weight around for a couple sets, make some noise, and continue to do nothing for another 5 minutes. This day is not gonna be for you because you can try to, but good luck moving moving that heavy weight that you're used to moving when you're only doing about 4 sets, minute and a half, 2-minute rests, comfortable. This is not the day for it. Oh. Dumbbell flat bench, chest flies. Same thing. Trying to get the chest really, really stretched at the bottom, making sure you're keeping conscious of your elbows and shoulders. Don't go too low. Everyone's got different flexibility, so you know you might be able to go not as low as me, or you can go lower. But feel it out, listen to your body. Just make sure you're getting that good stretch in that bottom, feeling it all the way through. And at the top, you're kind of rotating inward a little just to pinch up that chest that much more. Just getting that better contraction. Decent little pump going. Trying to build this out. I want to be able to stack this shit. Nice little fucking vein popping. Ah, yeah. Oh. So on those ones, you know, it's like I don't want to really go down in weight because then I'll be out of my rep range. So I'm staying at this weight, but you're seeing like on those last 2 or 3, my arms are bending a bit more. That's really just me kind of trying to pull a little bits of tension away from my chest so I can get it out of that hole that I'm in. And then we're up and it's still keeping tension on my chest. It's just kind of pulling it in. You know, then my angle is much easier to press from there. I can incorporate some other muscles to get it up there. But you know, keep burning out the chest muscle, which I'm trying to target. All right, machine incline side chest press. So really working on building out this kind of inner portion of that upper shelf. I'll probably do 2, maybe 3 single arm like this, and then I'll add on another 25 and get 2 sets with both arms, just hitting a triple drop set, dropping those plates down. This is one of the last chest movements we got before we're gonna roll into getting these freaking triceps going. So really making sure we're finishing off this muscle group, getting it in that little pain zone, wanting these tight squeezes. Those tight contractions should almost be painful. Should be painful, not almost. You should be painful if you're doing it right. All right, time for the drop set, our favorite. got our last chest movement here. Just gonna do 3 sets. Probably pyramid, honestly. So start off with some high rep, increase my weight, make them pretty heavy. Actually do 4 sets. I'll do 1 high rep, 2 heavy, then 1 high rep finish, just for the burnout. And that should do it. The chest is pretty freaking pumped up. And we can move into triceps. Today's my day off, so I brought some food with me. That way I can get some food going and stick around. Really blast out those triceps, get some red light in, get some stretching, because I have time today. This is a good exercise to really push yourself on. Since you're on a machine, your likelihood of injury is much lower. You know, you don't have as much freedom of movement. So I mean, rather than stop when you're done with the reps you can get restricted, like lean into it a little bit, like push off. I mean, you're still, yeah, you're using something else, but the chances of you hurting yourself are pretty low. And 2, you're getting like 5+ more reps on the muscle group you're actually trying to target. You're still hitting that muscle. So might as well just get those extra reps in. Oh, I think that's it for chest. Let's get these triceps going, boys. it.